Welcome back to Exo Protein Cookie Gaming. This is a long series where I upload all of the survivors and killers of Dead by Daylight. I go through their bio, their customizations in store, and I also go through their abilities and perks and a little bit of info about them. This is Aestri Yazar. She is one of the newer survivors. She is from the. Will it tell me? Hold on. One sec. Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons chapter, sorry. Okay. Alright, so her first ability is Mirrored Illusion, a familiar spell made unfamiliar in this corrupted landscape. This perk activates after completing a total of 20% worth of repairs on generators. Press the ability button 2 when next to a generator, totem, chest, or exit gate to spawn a static illusion that lasts for 60 seconds. Then the perk deactivates. Actually, yeah, I would use this one for sure, especially when you spawn on maps where you don't know your way around or it's a huge map and you're worried about that. Yeah, you could try it for sure. That one's called Mirrored Illusion. The second one is Bardic Inspiration. It's time to give your audience a show. Will you bring the house down or will you choke? Press and hold the ability button 1 while standing and motionless to enter the performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds and empowers survivors within 16 meters. Roll a d20. This effect lasts for 90 seconds if the performance is completed. 1, you scream but nothing happens. 2 to 10, skill checks give a plus 1% progress. 11 to 19, skill checks give a plus 2 progress. And 20 is skill checks give a plus 3% progress. When the ability is canceled or the performance completes, it goes on a cooldown for 90 seconds. You definitely don't need this perk, but if you wanted to bring something in-game that made things a little bit more interesting for like objectives and stuff, yeah, why not? Absolutely try it. The third and last one is called Still Sight. A clear mind and calm temperament will always find the means of their escape. After not moving for 2 seconds, this perk activates. Until you start moving, you see the aura of the killer as well as all generators and chests within 24 meters. Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, so a lot of these are about sight, like on map, so you could try it for sure. I really liked her first perk, Mirrored Illusion, is probably my favorite. Aestri Yazar. Aestri and Bearmore arrived in the free city of Greyhawk to trade songs and stories with the locals. But what the bards learned during their visit would set them on their final adventure. According to locals and travelers alike, a new magic unlike any other was spreading across the land. The forces of evil were disappearing from every corner of the land, leaving no trace of their malevolence. There was much rejoicing throughout Greyhawk, but Aestri and Bearmore felt differently. A bard's purpose in life was to celebrate triumph over adversity. A world without evil would be a world with no new songs to sing. Aestri knew what she had to do. She scoped out the taverns and back alleys of the city, looking for adventurers willing to help her and Bearmore find the source of this strange new magic. Many turned her down. Why would she want evil to return to the land? But, using her wit and charisma, Aestri was able to inspire enough townsfolk to join her in restoring the balance between good and evil. Together, this ragtag troupe of adventurers traveled through swamplands and under mountains. They were driven out of towns by those who believed the troupe was secretly in league with the evil that had been eradicated. Every so often, folks would be kind enough to provide food, shelter, and most importantly, information. Bearmore eagerly wrote down every clue and rumor they heard and concluded that the source of this strange magic must lie near the kingdom of Keeland, where people spoke of an ancient tower emerging from its ruins, being instantly rebuilt bigger and stronger than it was before. Their suspicions were confirmed as the troop made their way south. Villagers spoke of the town and its lord in hushed tones, but Aestri knew the place by its reputation. They were traveling to the rotted tower stronghold of the Archlich Vecna. As they drew closer and closer to the rotted tower, the troop could feel evil magic in the air. They steeled themselves for a fight with Vecna, but were shocked to find that the rotted tower was completely empty. They made their way up to the spiral staircase, passing window after window of shattered stained glass, until they reached the top of the tower. Amidst the debris, Aestri found a hastily written scroll. Bermar was eager to show off his proficiency in arcana. He studied the scroll and realized the words were an incantation written phonetically. As he sang the words aloud, the tower began to rumble. Black fog crept in through the stone floor, and Aestri stopped Bermar from his recitation, but it was too late. The fog took hold of the adventurers. Within moments they were gone. Okay. We're going to go over to her outfits in store. She has several. First one is Infinite World. She reminds me of Zelda. Absolutely. I guess this is Punk Rock Bermar. Very cool. Tale from the Sea. I like that one. It's like very piratey, very cool. Treasure Collector. Another kind of piratey one. And these are just different colors. Kind of the same outfit a little bit. Street Entertainers. There you go. And that's the default of Bermar. And that concludes this video. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to add me on Twitch. My Twitch name is ExoProteinCookie. I go live and I play this game, and I also main Dead by Daylight, but I play all types of games. Thank you for watching.